Hey, so now YouTube just had their latest event, the Made on YouTube event, and boy, there are some things announced in there that I think is going to create a huge unfair advantage for legitimate content creators on YouTube. So let's see what they announced. We have Veo for YouTube Shorts. We have a brand new inspiration tab. We have a new feature called Communities. We have Hype. We have automatic dubbing, and then we have more ways to make money on YouTube. We now have jewels and gifts, we have an expanded YouTube shopping, and an improved TV experience. All of these new features are great. One of them in particular needs a serious reconsideration, but a handful of these features may help you out in some way. So in this video, I want to share some of my thoughts on these features, how it can be advantageous or disadvantages to content creators, and how we can leverage on this, because if you use YouTube's new feature a lot, then they tend to push you into the spotlight. Alright, the first one is Veo. Now, I haven't had the chance to play with this because I have no access to it, but Veo is essentially an AI tool that you can use to generate backgrounds using text. YouTube has described this as, imagine a booktuber stepping into the pages of the classic novel The Secret Garden, or a fashion designer instantly visualizing fun and imaginative design concepts to share with their audience. I think this can be quite useful, especially for those who create long-form videos. YouTube Shorts can be quite troublesome for those of us who focus solely on long-form videos, but it is undeniable that YouTube Shorts is a good way to gain more visibility for the channel. The frustrating thing to me about YouTube Shorts is it requires so much editing for every second, when all I wanted to do is talking head videos, which doesn't work well in YouTube Shorts. So having this Veo AI do some work for me is great. Plus, it does look like YouTube has started to open up and embrace AI-generated content, which is another great opportunity as a new niche. What I would like to test this with is I have a script ready and I will have Veo AI generate the content for me while I do voiceover. It is just so much quicker that way and motivates me to want to create shorts. Or I can even create an AI version of me. Who knows? I just feel there's so much potential in this and I want to give this a try. The next one is another AI-powered tool, which is the new Inspiration tab. This is actually an overhaul of the current Inspiration tab we have, which, to be honest, I tried to use and stopped because it sucks. I mean, I did try using it, but there's just so much flaw in it. For example, I'm given the what people are looking for section, but none of it ever makes sense. Like, I actually know none of the suggestions are going to work just from my experience alone. I think this is something AI just can't replicate. And then there's the new video to inspire you section. I'm sorry, but I'm not inspired at all when I look at it. So the Inspiration tab overhaul is needed, hopefully for the better. According to YouTube themselves, they claim this new tab is able to be a brainstorming buddy powered by generative AI. It'll help curate suggestions that you can mold into fully fledged projects with video ideas, titles, thumbnails, and outlines to match your style. It sounds great on paper, and I hope it does work because this will help a lot of content creators. What I really want to get out of this is for AI to research those niche I am interested in and alert me when one of those videos performs above average. That way I can have a look, research the video, and come up with an idea of my own. If that can be achieved, it will be fantastic. Alright, the next one, and probably to me the most confusing one. Communities. Let me try my best to explain this. Right now, we have the Community tab where the content creator themselves can post anything they want and start a conversation, either with existing subscribers or new subscribers. And then we have comments where it's kinda self-explanatory. Pretty sure we all know what this is. With the update, YouTube is now introducing communities, plural, where instead of just the content creator initiating the conversation via a post, subscribers can now do that as well. So according to YouTube, conversations can be fan initiated and only subscribers can post. And there's a dedicated space for conversations and connections, just to name a few. So from what I understand, this is sort of like a Facebook page, but instead of me posting, my subscribers can do the same too. I think there are benefits to this because I've always had trouble reaching out to my community and to have a conversation with them all in one place instead of redirecting them to my email listing or Instagram account. I think this feature is very welcomed. The one concern I have with this is who gets control over who can post what, and more specifically, do I have full control over these communities? The intention is good, but not everyone is going to have the right intention. So the direction is right, but to have anyone post anything, that is going to be a mess. Because if there's no control, then I can already foresee how subscribers would keep posting their own channels for self-promotion, especially on big channels. Alright, so back to our overview for a second. Now, the comments tab is getting revamped as well, and it is now going to be transformed into community. No, this is not the community tab you see up here. It is completely different. My best guess is the current community tab is going to go away and comment is going to be integrated into it. If you ask me personally, I think whoever comes up with these naming conventions needs to be fired. Anyways, the community hub sort of looks like this. It just looks like a combination of the community wall and comments. So yeah, I thought only Apple loves giving meaningless names, but looks like it is a trend now. On the bright side, it does show who are your top commenters though, and that's great. I know off the top of my head who some of you are who always engage with my videos, and I thank you for that. But to have that displayed on YouTube Studio kind of makes things easier. Alright, the next one is by far the most controversial one. Hype. So hype is like a new button, like the like and heart button. The only difference is the more hype a video gets, the more chances the video can get views. According to YouTube, hyping is all about helping emerging YouTube channels grow by connecting them with new audiences. If a video's been out less than 7 days from a creator with under 500,000 subscribers, you can hype it and go beyond liking and sharing. The more hype it gets, the higher it climbs on the new leaderboard with the top 100 hyped videos from the week. So there's like a new hyped section, I guess, where the top 100 most hyped videos can be viewed from. And then YouTube goes on to say that, and don't worry, hyping videos won't influence your YouTube recommendations and search results. Ooh, I honestly don't know about this. If the hyped video ends up getting more subscribers and views, then it should be in some way influence YouTube recommendations and search results. YouTube has once stated this about YouTube Shorts as well, and we all know some channels found that it affects your long form channel, so the same could happen with hype, but probably for the better since there's no distinction between long form and short form. Maybe what they mean is that the video that is hyped will not get pushed into recommendations and search results. I'm not really clear about that. But if that hyped video does get more subscribers, then the subsequent video's launch will technically get more traction. But here's the biggest issue with hype. I can already foresee how companies out there selling likes and subscribers are going to abuse this feature. I guess this is why YouTube said that anybody can hype up to 3 times per week, maybe to prevent this. But we're talking about companies that can push your channel from 1,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers in 1 week. They can give you 99,000 new subscribers in 1 week. That's how many accounts they have, and not to mention the sheer speed they create new accounts. I'm sure you have seen those bots as well. So what's going to happen once the hype feature becomes available? These companies are going to make lots of money from this, and maybe this time content creators have a valid reason to buy their service because this is just pushing up a video. It's not destroying your channel. And this essentially makes the hype section pointless because the videos in there are paid hype and not organic hype. Of course, I hope this isn't the case. I hope YouTube already has some kind of contingency plan. But they couldn't stop channels from buying subscribers. So yeah, I'm not really sure about this. What I am sure though is any channels with high engagement rate will have a blast with this hype feature. And I hope my channel is one of them too. The last one I want to cover is really just more ways to make revenue. They are introducing gifts and jewels, which is a way to incentivize live streamers. This is a really popular concept amongst streamers such as Twitch. So good to see this expanding in YouTube as well. If you're a live streamer, then this is good news for you. And then there's YouTube shopping. This is something I am really excited about, but unfortunately, this isn't available to Australia. I'm always curious about how selling products can work on YouTube, and I really wish I have the opportunity to use this. But if you're one of the lucky ones, I definitely recommend you to explore this feature. Create more revenue streams for yourself. Don't just rely on YouTube ads revenue. And the final one is TV. Now, this to me is for more serious content creators who really want to take their content creation to the next level. So they might create episodic content or seasonal content, and this sort of content is best viewed on TV. This to me isn't my cup of tea. Obviously, my production is not that level at all. But for those of you who aspire to direct shows or take your content to the next level, this is definitely a great way to do so. It is like Netflix approaching production studios to create content on Netflix, and Netflix will pay for it. But on YouTube, you do this for free because you're relatively unknown, but in return, YouTube gives you the opportunity to be exposed to bigger opportunities. Anyways, that is all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts on the new features coming soon, and tell me if you think this will benefit you at all. I'd love to hear it.